Hello, I wanted to show my 3D printed case for the OnStep smart hand controller. I specifically designed this around the teensy version, but the ESP version, you'll find the buttons layout, it's pretty much the same. I have not compared, this is not a running one, but I have fitted in here. You can see I've done standoffs, so my computer is removable. I've done a standoff with a 10 millimeter or a header with a 10 millimeter standoff for the screen, so the screen is removable. I added a connector that will go down to the RJ11. So this fits down in like that. I've left enough room for that depth. So if you want to use the headers, you can. You can see there's plenty of button room. So with the ESP version, as long as your screen is about the same depth, this should work also. So what I've done is I've made this so that it's one with 3D printing in mind. You print this one in this orientation, you print this one flat, you print this one this way, and you print this one this way, with a little bit of support underneath of that bridge. I've designed it around this RJ11 board. I've designed it around a micro USB board that will extend down. You'll see on the back of the teensy, if you want to bring your USB down, there are solder pads that you can solder your USB to. There is a connection that you need to break, scrape it off so you don't get 5 volts from OnStep and 5 volts from USB. You don't want them both. So it's always a good idea to break that connection so that your USB 5 volts and your OnStep 5 volts aren't going in at the same time. Okay, well, let's show how it assembles. So I don't have this wired up inside her, but yes, if you put your connector there, there's enough room underneath of the 3D printed standoffs for all of this. So you can see how that would fit in there. You need to, let's see, these are M3 screws. 4 of them are 18 millimeters, 2 of them are 25 millimeters. So the 25 millimeters are the long ones go up here. The 18 millimeters go down here. You put your standoffs on so that the top doesn't flex down into the controller. I've tried to build this design with as much physical, there could probably be more of course, but connections. So this bottom piece, you'll see there's overlap there so that you can put super glue. There's connectors there that physically push into the bottom. It does not hurt. If you want to put some super glue on this, you're more than welcome to. It'd probably be a good idea. This is the only bit of fiddly, tricky bit is doing the screws and standoffs. As you can see, they like to fall off. There is a hook on the back. I'll show that when I get this together. I get that top lined. When I get this in here, press it together a bit. Let's get one of these started. Okay, get the other one started. I can't remember if I mentioned, these are M3 screws and they are tapped or threaded for being plastic screws. They'll self-tap into the plastic 3D printed standoffs in there. So now you have your case. Looks like the hook on the back is similar to what Celestron does. Put a little glue in there, you're ready to go, and that hooks onto the Celestron mounts that I've seen and that I use on my telescopes. So that's the case.